Hello, Shane McCusker here, Intelligence Software. I've been thinking recently about the recruitment industry, obviously, and the notion that a super recruiter, a really big biller, bills 5 or 10 times the average. And I'm sort of wondering why that is. I've got a fair idea it's not because a super recruiter makes more phone calls than the average recruiter. They must be doing something that's fundamentally different, something that just works better. And I know from talking to my own customers, and some of those are really, really high volume billers, uh, where people are billing maybe 10 executive placements a month, I've heard of, in an extreme case. It really is quite outstanding how whenever people focus in on a niche, get really clever about how they work, have so much information and really got their finger on the pulse of their market and their candidates, how focused they can be on how many vacancies they can find out about and fill within their normal course of work, and do it month in, month out. I'm running some master classes with Greg Savage. Greg, I suppose, would have to be in this class of super recruiter, or certainly he's been working with plenty of super recruiters, having taken recruitment companies from startup to international brands. And so I asked Greg if he could give me a gauge as to how successful a recruiter can actually be. Who does he know that's a really big biller, and what is it that they do that's different?
Well, there's a guy called Peter Murphy in Brisbane, and indeed I have an interview with him on my blog. So he won't. So it's all out there. He bills $1 million a year, and he explains how he does it. There's my friend Graham Whelan, who I worked with for many years. I don't know how much he bills, but he seems extremely comfortable. And he used to bill 600,000-700,000 15 years ago. So, and as I go about my travels speaking to my clients, I'm aware of others in the Australian context who are billing 600,000, 700,000, 800,000. I'm aware of one who's billing $1 million, but he has an offsider who does a lot of the grunt work. These are exceptional. You know, the average in Australia, according to the RIB report last year, was $200,000. And that, of course, is why, and you know, the average salary for a recruiter is $80,000, and that is why so many recruitment companies in Australia have been going bust, and in the UK, and in South Africa, and others are hanging on via owner funding, because they are, you know, there are really only one thing you have to worry about in your business, really, and that is what each recruiter bills. If you can get that number right, as long as you're not spending money on Porsches and private Learjets, you're fine.
Thanks, Greg. Greg and I will be running masterclasses in Johannesburg on the 26th of May and in Cape Town on the 3rd of June. If you'd like more information on that, please check out our website, recruiter-events.com. I run lots of webinars. Greg has a fantastic blog called Savage Truth. If you're interested in either he or I and what we do, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, check out our respective blogs, and get in touch. Connect to me on LinkedIn, connect to Greg, follow us on Twitter. We'd love to hear from you. Talk soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye.